Hi, this is Caroline, and welcome to Real World GIS. Today, we're going to talk about something very important, and that is file management. All right, so here is, typical project folder. What might look different to you, though, is the way I have this organized. So here's Real World GIS, what we got going on right now. And then here are my projects. And then here is the project that I'm working on today, which is a broadband project. If I open up this folder, you will see three other folders. One is for data. So this is data that I have received from maybe another client, or I had to go out and find it, and I put it in this folder specifically. I also have a folder called Pro, and this is what is actually holding my ArcGIS Pro project and the project geodatabase. So we will get into that structure in another video, but this is just to show you how I am organizing this. And then we finally have a folder called Outputs, which is where if you are printing a map, exporting a map or a layout to share, something like that, that's where you'll put it. So the reason that I bring this up is because this is perhaps one of the most important things that you can know in real world GIS. It is how to organize your projects and data so that you know where everything is. Let's take a look at this in ArcGIS Pro. Here is my broadband project, and you can see the data listed over here on this particular map, and it's how it's been symbolized. And if you look over here in the catalog pane, you'll see here is the geodatabase that's associated with the project, the Utah broadband, and you'll see the layers that are associated with these particular maps. So you remember the Census Bureau data. Maybe, let's say I want to add Census Bureau data to this particular map. And so to do that, I need to have access to it. So if I click here and I see folders, right now I'm only seeing the Pro folder. But if I do a right click and add a folder connection, and I go to where I have this information saved, here is my data for this project, and I say, okay. Now you can see that we have that information at our fingertips. So here's the data, here's the US Census Bureau, and this is a shape, and this shape shows essentially the footprints of urban areas. So let's say I wanted that because I wanted to see where these libraries are consolidated. And maybe just let's fix this so that we can see through it a little bit. Make it a little thinner. There we go. That looks nice. I'm going to save this because saving is also really super important in real world GIS, in real world just about anything. So here we go. We've got this data, we have created this folder connection, and we have all the information that we need in one spot. Let's do another aspect of file management, and that is we are going to create a new project. If I do this, I click New, Map, and it has automatically selected this location, and that's not where I want it to go. I want it to go into this folder, right there. And I will say, okay. And I obviously don't want it to be called my project. It's not very descriptive. So I will call this AZ population. This is going to be maps and data associated with Arizona population and demographics. I do want it to create a new folder for this project. That way it is creating a folder inside the project folder that's different from the broadband folder that's already in there. I do want to save changes to my broadband project. So now here is a blank map. Here is a geodatabase that has been created for the project. There's nothing in there yet because I have not put any data in there. And the folder connection is simply the Arizona population folder. Now, again, what I can do, let's say I'm going to use that census file, the census data file that I used for the other project. I can navigate to that data folder and say, okay. And I can bring in that same information. It's a layer that covers the entire United States. And so since I'm dealing with just Arizona, I will need to zoom in to where Arizona is. This looks like it's probably Arizona. Let's put in a base map and check it out. How about that? Right on the money. So that is your quick real-world GIS video about file management. If you like this video, click subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you soon.